So, if you live in New Zealand, you'll probably be aware that the New Zealand film industry has been doing very well over the recent couple decades there. Um, but if you do not live in New Zealand, you're probably not so aware of just how well the New Zealand film industry has been doing. You probably don't even realize like some of the movies you've been watching have been filmed in New Zealand. You probably just think it's some sort of Hollywood production. Like for the Minecraft movie, for example, most of you American Yankees out there watching this will probably have no idea that that film was entirely filmed, both the live action and animated elements of that film. All of it was filmed in New Zealand. So, our film industry has just been growing substantially lately, and it's very good for the economy. And in today's episode, we're basically going to be looking into why it's so good for the economy and how we can possibly promote our country to even more possible film producers and possibly just kill off Hollywood and then just replace it with New Zealand, really. We could be the film capital of the world. It might happen. But going back to my Minecraft movie example, for those of you who have indeed seen the wonderful Minecraft movie, which I have indeed, and it was amazing by the way, for those of you who have seen the Minecraft movie and you live in New Zealand, you will have definitely recognized this building here for those of you video viewers watching. But it's basically the potato chip factory in the fictional town of Chuglas in the film. But for those of you who live in New Zealand, you will definitely not think of Chuglas when you see this. You would have thought of the infamous town here in New Zealand, Huntly. So this factory you're seeing right here is not indeed a potato chip factory in real life, and it is also not CGI. It is a real building, but rather than being a potato chip factory, it is just a power station in Huntly. But basically, I just thought this was so funny when I saw this in the movie, just seeing like a massive potato chip statue just hanging onto one of those chimneys there. This is just so funny. Um, by the way, while I'm on the Minecraft movie, I did actually review the Minecraft movie. I did a joint review on the James Rambling Reviews show on YouTube, so go check that out if you haven't already. The link will be in the description. But I honestly just thought it was so funny seeing not only the Huntly Power Station in the movie, because it's such a random thing, just seeing, your own home country's power station in there. Not only seeing that, but even just like the streets of in the movie just look like New Zealand. Like it literally just looks like a typical New Zealand sort of scene. Like just like when Garrett is driving down the road and he's got like all the farm lands all around him, and even just like the fences going along the side of the road, that literally looked just how things do in New Zealand. So that was just a very funny thing. The only thing that gave it away, that it was like set in America, was that the characters were driving on the right side of the road as opposed to the left. That was the only thing that gave it away. But apart from that, it literally just was New Zealand. Like they didn't even try to tidy it up or anything. It was just completely New Zealand. But if we try to look for this Huntly Power Station sort of thing here, if you're watching the video and not listening, you will see that here we have a map of New Zealand here. But if we zoom into Huntly here we have Huntly, so it's just north of Hamilton here, south of Auckland. But if we zoom in here we have the most Scody town in New Zealand, Huntly. And right over here we have the Huntly Power Station, or the Chuglas potato chip factory as portrayed in the Minecraft movie. And this is literally just it. It's not a potato chip factory, it is simply a power station. But it is also quite funny because they've got, like, back here, obviously, the coal mines. So you've got Steve yearning for the mines. So it's sort of a similar sort of narrative to the Minecraft movie where the people sort of yearn for the mines and you can see all the coal back there. So that's quite a funny little thing there. But I can actually find the exact house that the main characters lived in the Minecraft movie. So here we have it here. This is the street that was filmed in the Minecraft movie. So here you have the Huntley power station in the background there. But if we look at this image here, this is literally just it. This is where it was filmed. And there's the potato chip statue hanging on there. And yeah, so this is just sort of where the main characters live there. But if we go even further back round here, this right here is actually Steve's house that you could see in the post-credit scene if you stuck around for the post-credit scene. Because if I show you this little clip here, this is the post-credit scene. I'll just quickly show it to you here. So anyway, I'm not going to show the whole thing because I don't want to get copyright struck, but yeah, so as you can see, that's literally just Steve's old house right there, and it just looks like a New Zealand house. Like, it's just the most typical New Zealand house you've ever seen. Like, I don't think there's ever been a single Kiwi that has not seen this type of house before. So it was just very funny. It just looked like the most un-American sort of scenery ever. So yeah, there it is, guys. That's Huntley for you. A very scody little town. I just can't even imagine what the American actors would have been thinking when they drove to Huntley and then got out of their car and been like, "Oh my God, is this how New Zealanders live? Is this like ordinary New Zealand right here?" But no, that's just Huntley. Most of New Zealand doesn't look this bad. That's just yeah, it's just Huntley, unfortunately, but it's not really the kind of town you would sort of stick around in. It's not really a touristy town. It's more the kind of town that you just drive straight through just to get through as soon as possible. But yeah, most of New Zealand isn't like that. So it's just a very funny thing how they chose the most scody sort of town in New Zealand to film the Minecraft movie. And it's just a very funny thing, in my opinion. But yeah, so that was a bit of a random thing there. I went on a bit of a tangent there, but I kind of just wanted to show you that. It's just a bit of a funny thing. But yeah, that's just one of the many films that have been filmed in New Zealand, and we will be getting into the economy of the New Zealand film industry shortly. So let's just move on to that now.
Welcome to the world of MarketTalk. Episodes are available on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts.
So just to quickly mention, over the years there have been quite the number of very big films shot here in New Zealand. So obviously we have had a Minecraft movie, as we just mentioned. We also do have Megan 2, which is coming out, the horror movie, Megan 2.0. So that was indeed filmed in New Zealand. It's a film that's coming out shortly, another 2025 film. Of course, we also have the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which we all know. Also the Hobbit trilogy, of course. But I'm pretty sure most of you watching this episode right now, no matter where you're from, you will know that The Lord of the Rings was, of course, shot here in New Zealand. It's like maybe our most popular thing that we're known for. We all just know it. Like you can see on the TV shows, like on The Office, for example, how you've got Dwight wanting to go to New Zealand because it's obviously The Lord of the Rings was shot here, and even in Breaking Bad, like Jesse's girlfriend was going on about how she wanted to live with the hobbits here in New Zealand. And we've also got over in Matamata, we've got the lot of Hobbit town, what's it called? The Hobbiton, obviously. We've got the filming location there. And New Zealand is just very well known for being the filming location of The Lord of the Rings. It's one of our most, like, from an economic standpoint, it's really one of the highest reasons people travel to New Zealand. So it's very good for the tourist industry, just people knowing that The Lord of the Rings was filmed here. But like I say, it's the same thing with the Minecraft movie. Even if you just watch the Lord of the Rings, just from the scenery, you can sort of just tell that it's been filmed in New Zealand. Here we just have a very sort of very unique sort of scenery type thing. I don't know. It's just a very unique thing here. And yeah, so moving on from that, we also have Heart Eyes, which is a 2025 horror movie. So that was filmed in New Zealand. I never ended up watching it, but apparently it is quite good. Heart Eyes. We've also got all of the Avatar movies, of course. Obviously the first Avatar movie, then The Way of Water, and then the new one that's coming out this year, Fire and Ash. So a lot of 2025 New Zealand shot films by the looks of it. Wolfman, which is another 2025 film, was filmed here. Megan, obviously the original one. We've also got Mission Impossible Fallout, that was filmed here. And I could honestly just go on and on. I'm just looking at this list here on IMDb. Got King Kong, that was filmed here. The Lost World, Jurassic Park, just so many things. Alien was filmed here. I could just go on and on, but that's really not the moral of this episode here. Oh, we've also got the Meg there, that was filmed here. But it's just funny because, like, even, like, for example, so I went to America a couple years ago, right? So I went and visited Hollywood, and I went to this cinema in Hollywood, the TCL Chinese Theatre, and I saw at the time Black Adam came out. It was late 2022, so we saw Black Adam, and for some reason we stuck around until the end of the credits. But at the end of the credits, there was the New Zealand Film Commission logo just there, and like, for a while there, we just thought we were like in New Zealand, so it made sense. Like, oh yeah, so the New Zealand Film Commission must have like approved this movie or something. But then we realised, hang on, we're in Hollywood right now, and we're seeing the New Zealand Film Commission logo in the credits. What does New Zealand have to do with this film? So even just a lot of random like Marvel movies out there that you watch, like, New Zealand has something to do with some of these films. Like, even if it wasn't filmed in New Zealand, a lot of our special effects crew, like Weta Workshop, for example, that worked on Lord of the Rings and all that, like all of our special effects crew and some of our actors and all that kind of thing, we do have quite a lot of involvement in a lot of films that that weren't even filmed in New Zealand. So, it's not even all about movies that have been filmed in New Zealand. The Film Commission does have a lot to do with just the special effects and that kind of thing. So New Zealand definitely does have an advantage in our expertise to do with film infrastructure and technology, because we do have, obviously, like I mentioned, Weta Workshop, who did work on Avatar and Planet of the Apes, and we've got world-class post-production and VFX facilities here that do assist with some random movies out there, like I say, with Black Adam. And also we do have, this is another very important reason as to why our film industry is so appealing to production companies. Our government investment in film technology and training programs is very, very good. So I'm pretty sure our government here, I'm just reading this article here, the Screen Production Grant in New Zealand offers rebates of up to 40% on qualifying New Zealand production expenditure, making film here economically attractive. So we get a 40% rebate for some of our films that were shot here. So we definitely do have a lot of government investment in films in New Zealand, which does make it very attractive. So there is that. And in terms of actually filming in New Zealand, we definitely do have quite the landscape and location advantage. So yeah, as you guys have seen from a lot of the films shot in New Zealand, we definitely do have some very nice scenery around here, very picturesque. And it's just the type of scenery that's just uninterrupted from like houses and structures and all that, because in most countries it's very hard to find scenery that's just completely uninterrupted with no structures or anything in the way of the scenes. But here in New Zealand, obviously being such a lately inhabited country, I guess you could say, we don't really have too many landscapes that have been sort of interrupted by all these buildings and stuff. So we definitely do have a lot of beautiful scenery, and Yeah, it's just it's a very isolated country, and it is a very small, sort of compact country, so there isn't too much travel required if you're wanting to be filming in New Zealand. Like when they filmed the Minecraft movie, for example, they basically filmed all of the realistic sort of, live action parts in Huntley, of course. But then they filmed the rest of it in some film studios in Auckland, which is only like an hour drive from Huntley. So it's all very close together, all connected from the main highway, of course. So it's just a very attractive place to be filming because it's all just very close together. So there's Auckland, and then Wellington is also another very popular place to be filming. I'm pretty sure The Lord of the Rings was mainly filmed in Wellington, because obviously Wellington, if you've been to Wellington, does have a very good sort of film touristy sort of vibe going on, because obviously they do have Weta Workshop, which has got all the special effects and behind the scenes sort of stuff there in Wellington, and I have actually taken the tour of Weta Workshop. Very fascinating stuff. But yeah, so they do have quite a lot of sort of film studios in Wellington. But that basically brings us to the final reason as to why the New Zealand film industry has been booming lately. And that is due to the global shifts and Hollywood's decline. So I think just a lot of people are really just getting fed up with Hollywood. There's been a lot of labour sort of disputes in LA, and I don't really know too much about the Hollywood film industry. I don't really know too much about Hollywood at all. So I can't comment too much on it, but we're basically just going to be moving on to why the film industry is so important to New Zealand and where it might end up in the future. Um, so you may not know just how important the film sector is for New Zealand if you live here, because basically the screen sector plays a pivotal role in bolstering the New Zealand economy, contributing to over New Zealand dollar $3.5 billion annually and providing direct employment for more than 16,000 people. That is a lot of money and a lot of people right there. So, beyond its immediate impact, the sector ripples through various industries, including hospitality, construction, and tourism, generating indirect benefits. So, it's really not all just about obviously how we get like taxes and stuff from our movies that we produce. There is also quite a lot of other sort of benefits that we get, like it creates jobs, obviously, a lot of different jobs, including like the directors' jobs, producers' jobs, camera operators' jobs, and obviously actors' jobs. And I could just go on. You guys get the deal. Like, there's just so many jobs that it creates. It also does accelerate the growth of talent and skills in our local film industry. So we are getting quite a lot of actors on the rise here. And it also really just helps promote tourism. Obviously, like I mentioned before with The Lord of the Rings, we want more of those types of movies here. We want to produce the types of movies where people think, oh, yes, New Zealand, that's the place where blah, blah, blah was filmed, and then it'll encourage them to, come to New Zealand and go on a bit of a tour here, you know what I mean? So we just need more of those types of movies to better promote our tourism here. It also facilitates know-how and technology transfer to other industries, and it generates international recognition of the New Zealand brand. So it's basically what we just talked about there. So there's just a lot of economic benefits that aren't just to do with the sort of share of the film earnings that we get. So there is that. And attracting international films and television to be shot and produced in New Zealand also has a flow on effect on the local economy. So, not only does it help to promote tourism, it increases the skills and experience of local workers and generates recognition for New Zealand as a world class place to make films. So, if other production companies know that these great films, these world class films have been filmed in New Zealand, it's gonna basically encourage them to think, oh man, that was a pretty good film. So New Zealand must know what they're doing with their films. So we're going to go over to New Zealand and produce our film there. So you guys get what I mean there. So it's pretty self-explanatory. The bottom line is that the New Zealand film industry is doing absolutely spectacularly right now, and let's just hope that it continues to do so well, because this is just a very good thing in a lot of ways for the New Zealand economy. And so let's just hope we can continue to attract even more producers to film their movies here in New Zealand, and hopefully we'll get some more blockbusters filmed here. And that is pretty much most of what I wanted to say over and done with. But basically, if we look at some of the actual film studios that these blockbusters have been filmed in, we basically have, this is the Auckland Film Studios, and I'm pretty sure this is where the Minecraft movie was shot. So the Auckland film industry has been booming a lot lately, a lot more than the Wellington film industry. The Wellington film industry is actually going downhill quite a bit, but the Auckland film industry is rising, which is good. But if we just look at the studios here, we got some stages here at the Auckland Film Studios, and these stages here, 3 and 4 at the Auckland Film Studios, are actually brand new. So recently constructed, these are some brand new stages that have been built, which is a very good sign for the film industry, because it shows that we do need more and more sort of space to film these productions here. So we do have some brand new studios here at the Auckland Film Studios here. So I'm pretty sure these film studios here at the, I don't know how to say this, Kumiu Film Studios here, I'm pretty sure this is the largest film studio in New Zealand. Most of it is fairly new. I'm pretty sure this might be where they filmed Avatar, not entirely sure, or the new Avatar movies anyway, the new two. But yeah, so we got 25,147 square foot of space here in the A and B stages. But yeah, you can just see from these images here that these are not small stages. Like, they got the staircases going all the way up there, and yeah, so these are quite big stages, but these are really the main two sort of studios in Auckland, the Auckland Film Studios and the Kumiu Film Studios. So I kind of just wanted to show you that there are a lot of new studios being built in New Zealand, which is a very, very good sign. So hopefully we start to see a lot more films being filmed here, and Hollywood will slowly be turned to dust indeed. So yeah, so that's basically everything, well, mostly everything, I'm pretty sure, that I had to cover in this episode. It might have been a bit of a shorter episode, but I kind of just wanted to get that off my chest, because ever since I saw the Minecraft movie, I just couldn't stop thinking about that Huntly Power Station, because, I mean, that was just so unexpected. I knew that the film was filmed in New Zealand, but I didn't know that they were actually going to be showing the Huntly Power Station in there. Like, that was just such a surprise to me, and ever since watching that movie, I just couldn't stop thinking about the New Zealand film industry. The next big film, of course, will be the new Avatar movie, The Fire and Ashes, so I will definitely be seeing that, and yeah, so things are definitely looking very, very good for the New Zealand economy in a time where things have definitely been a little bit gloomy, but things are getting better, and the film industry is helping us out with that. So yeah, that's some good news in terms of the economy, which is definitely a rare thing to see these days. So that's pretty much everything I had to cover today. Let me know what you thought of this episode. If you have any suggestions for my future episodes there, let me know. And without further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you on the next episode of Market Talk. Peace out.
Market Talk is a production of TeamTMS. For more episodes of Market Talk just like this one, visit us on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for listening.